welcome to Lina Love Tarot. This is Lina. Welcome for those of you who are new to my channel, and for those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back. So if you are new, be sure to subscribe. All my information will be in the description box below if you want to get a reading with me. If you want to donate, the link is on the left hand side of my YouTube channel. I have been a little MIA for the past couple months. I'm trying to get back into really recording and getting everything up and responding to emails and everything. So thank you guys for being patient, and for those of you who are still subscribers, thank you for being a loyal subscriber. First and foremost, I just want to let you know, guys, that this is just a reading for general public. This doesn't pertain to a particular person, so if it doesn't resonate, please watch your moon and or rising sign. I want to start off by saying a little bit like, I don't know if it's every Aquarian, but I know sometimes Aquarians struggle with expressing their feeling, you know, or really letting somebody know how they feel, or letting somebody in. And then if you get hurt, it's like it's hard for you to trust someone again, or hard for you to get to know a person again, or let somebody else in, right? So it seems to me it's like, you know, whether you want to meet someone or not, it doesn't mean, like, you can meet 100 people, and if you're not ready, you're not ready. If you're not open to meeting them, you will not make anything out of it, okay? So just keep that in mind as you process through the month of November, that you can have everything you want, but at the same time, it's like if you're not genuinely open, then, you know, things don't fall into place. I feel like maybe a lot of you guys feel like you're thrown a lot of obstacles with the Seven of Wands. I feel like maybe there's a lot of things you have to gone through, or you're going through a lot of things, and you're still like, you know, in the process of like letting the past go and beginning with something new. Yeah, when you read a lot of tarot books, the tarot books here will say that, you know, a lot of obstacles come your way, but you still persevere. You're still going to persevere. You're still going to move forward. But when I see this, and I see these flowers at the ending of these wooden sticks, I feel like, yeah, maybe the past was hard, or you've came a long way, and things are going to slowly but surely blossom to what it is that you've been wanting the whole time. You know what I mean? As I see this card, it's like, yeah. And it's funny because the bottom card is the Two of Wands. The Six of Wands is in the actual spread. So I feel like there is a lot of fire around you. If it isn't you persevering and really starting fresh and really figuring out what it is that you want, I feel like what this is telling me is that even Rome wasn't built in a day. And you guys know that. And you've came a long way, and you don't take no for an answer. So at the end of the day, you will get what it is that you're looking for. If you're looking for something more permanent, something more commitment, something more that you don't always have to be on the defensive side, you can achieve that. I also feel like let things fall as they may. With the Two of Wands, I feel like this is actually saying like, there's two roads, and I feel like a lot of you guys know it. Either you're going to hold on to the past, or you're going to move forward. So which one are you going to pick? Which path are you going to take? Are you going to continue to hold on to things that no longer serve you purpose, or are you going to move forward and you're going to see what else is out there? You know, move forward, give somebody else a chance. With the Ace of Wands, this is starting over, starting fresh, the opportunity to rebuild yourself. So if things weren't going the way that you planned, then I feel like there's a lot of growing, a lot of growth that is happening, and if it hasn't already happened, it will be happening for the month of November. It's kind of funny because a lot of the times, a lot of single Aquarians, or people in general, you will be single and you won't really feel it, you know. But around the holidays, you feel it the most. Maybe it's not so much that you miss the relationship that you had prior in the past, or the person. It's more of like what you used to do with the person. There's a lot of fire in the reading, so I feel like a lot of you guys could be dealing with the fire sign, okay? Now, when I see the fire sign, maybe a lot of you guys could be involved with somebody who is a fire, or maybe not a fire, but you guys are very passionate, it's very sexual. It might be a relationship where the fire is just so strong that it's like you're so attracted to that person and they of you, right? Now getting into this spread that I have here, the Lover's card can be two things. With the Justice card next to it, I want to tell you that if there was a choice in regards to love, or a choice that had to be made, remember you're going to get justice. So if you were dealing with somebody that could have possibly got up and walked away from you or something, remember that there was a choice that had to be made, but at the same time, justice is next to it. So I feel like a lot of you guys could have been dealing with another air sign, could have been a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. But remember, what goes around comes around, right? And sometimes we don't really realize that, you know, with the Fool underneath the Justice card, is this if you're gonna get the opportunity to restart from the bottom up, okay? There could be some type of with the Five of Cups, some type of regrets about that decision that someone made. So I feel like Two of Cups also, it could either be you or the other person, but there will soon be a point where you might encounter somebody you've dealt with prior in the past. And what happened was there was a decision that had to be made. And I feel like both parties separated. And it's like what goes around comes around. I feel like if you feel like you're still in tune with that person, it might be because it has to do with a karmatic thing, meaning that you had to learn your lesson and they had to learn theirs. So whether it took 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, at the end of the day, you learned your lesson. Both parties might be disappointed or were disappointed in the relationship, but at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of regrets. So possibly that person that decided to cut it or cut ties or whatever have a lot of regrets about it. Maybe they feel like they shouldn't have done what they've done, or choose or pick between somebody else or you. You know, make a decision so big and get up and walk away, not realizing that in the long run, the grass was not greener on the other side. It wasn't what they thought it was going to be. So you have an opportunity to basically let go of that, you know, whatever happened in the past, or, you know, your regrets or whatever, because they cannot be changed. But with the Two of Cups, is basically telling me that there is a union, there is a love. Maybe possibly you can reconcile with somebody from the past. Both parties want to reconcile and basically say like, hey, you know what, I'm sorry. Maybe things didn't work out the way that it was supposed to, and maybe, you know, we went our separate ways. But now that we're not alone, I had enough time to figure out what it is that I want. You know, I'm sorry, I have regrets, I should have never done what I did. And basically start fresh. It's like giving you the opportunity to restart all over again. Okay? But I also feel like if you are in a relationship with somebody will come back and want to reconcile. Or it might be a situation where, you know, things are going to work out in the end in your favor, regardless of the way that the things plan out. There is a Knight of Cups, so this can possibly be somebody who is coming to offer you something, or moving away from a state of where it's like you've been through a lot, coming out from a lot. The Six of Swords is like coming out from a tough time into a good, you know, a better area, a better time. So you have a lot of sixes. So you got the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. So the Six of Wands is basically the opposite of the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is coming out from a rough time. The Six of Wands is basically saying you will be successful, you will achieve your goals when it comes to whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay? I also feel like a lot of people might talk to a lot of people. A lot of Aquarians might talk to a lot of people. And it's like, even though you meet or you speak to a lot of people, your heart is still in another place, okay? So just keep in mind that it will be hard for you to start something new when you haven't fully gotten over the rest of it, or the last person, per se. What I'm going to do is pick up the deck and shuffle them a little bit and see what other messages I have coming out, okay? Something new. There's nothing wrong with trying something new, right? So, what are the messages for Aquarians? for the month of November 2017, singles or couples. Spirit and guide, what are the messages for Aquarius in regards to their love life? Singles or couples? Alright, so the bottom is the Tower. So let's see what we got. We have the Ninth Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Cups, the Empress. And you know what's funny is before I was shuffling the cards, the Knight of Pentacles came up. And I feel like a lot of Aquarians took their time out. The Fool again, and the Three of Wands. So I feel like a lot of Aquarians are taking care of themselves, are focused on themselves, might even bury their own, you know, yourself into work so you won't be able to feel that lonely or that void that you feel. Since there's a lot of cups, I feel like there could be a lot of emotions. Maybe you might be very in tune with your feelings this month, meaning that maybe you might be constantly thinking about something that happened in the past, or very emotional, or very connected with a particular person. And it's like connected to this heartbreak. I feel like with the Three of Swords is basically saying like there is some type of separation, or you're dealing with a separation from somebody. And with the Empress, I feel like things will soon come to light. Not only that, but with the Three of Swords, it's like 3 and 3. There could have been a decision that had to be made. There could be where there was the separation of some kind with this person, but now this person that wants to re-enter might re-enter at a time where you are dealing with somebody else, and you will have to make a choice and who it is that you want to see or who you want to stay with. But the problem with that is, with the Fool, it's basically saying really think about what it is you want, because sometimes when we're not thinking clearly, we can make a decision foolishly, and you don't want to do that. With the Wands, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, I'm sorry, that any sword is always a beginning, a fresh start, because it's like basically like a number 1, right? So there will be victory, there will be success, but there's also another option. There's also another offer of love. For those of you who are seeking love, you will get an offer. If you're going through a separation from somebody, keep in mind that there won't be any movement until that person is ready to move, okay? That's another thing I do want to tell you guys. Focus on yourself. I see a lot of you guys focus on yourself and really improving yourself, and I feel like that is a very good thing. And once you start focusing on yourself, you'll start to see that you no longer think about that person. And then when they're sitting there knocking on your door, you're going to say, oh my god, like what? All this time passed by. And they decided to speak to me again, or come back to look for me. So hopefully you guys enjoy this reading, guys. Please like, please subscribe. If it resonates, comment below. And if you want a reading with me, the prices will be in the description box below, as well as my contact email. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with you in December, guys. Bye.